This is the 2025 Chevrolet Suburban High Country. It is a premium family SUV that has been refreshed for 2025. It still has all of the amenities that you know and love, and it's still a V8 that tows over 8,000 pounds. But there is new tech and new safety features that's gonna make life so much easier and make it even more fun to drive. And right away, I can tell that everything in here is upscale and premium. Check out this real open pore wood, perforated leather, and these little chrome accents. There's so much in here that is a delight to my senses. One of the things that's new for 2025 is this 17.7-inch color touchscreen. So you have everything at your fingertips. Somebody just was telling me that they don't consider this a family hauler. They consider it a family hub because you can do so much in here. You have your Wi-Fi hotspot, your Google Assistant, and the kids have infotainment as well, which I'll show you in just a second. You also have an 11-inch digital information center that is customizable right here, also color, and just really pretty to look at. You'll notice that this has been lowered from previous generations just to give you the feel of more room. It is a huge vehicle. In addition to the new tech, you still have some comforts like a real volume control that drivers love and honestly I think you need. We have the climate pulled out so that I don't have to fiddle with this when I'm on the fly. We also have your electronic gear shifter on the column that still feels like previous gens. We also have a generous wireless charging pad, a USB and a USB-C. You have your happy couple cup holders so that we always know this is mine and that's the passenger's. You can control a lot of things from this steering wheel, including the optional Super Cruise feature, which is the industry-leading hands-free driving technology. We also have heated and ventilated seats that you can control here. You can also adjust it whether it's just on your back or the whole seat. We have a heated steering wheel, and this is where the magic really starts happening for me because this is the most functional armrest you've ever seen. Let me go up here and show you. You can move this center console, so if you need to get drinks closer to the kids, move it back, which gives me extra storage here as well if you want to keep it in this position, and another storage container there. I would fill all these up, you have no idea. In addition to that, we have additional storage with illumination, and these are your headphones that come with your kids' infotainment that are Bluetooth, and honestly, I can get a lot of use out of those. In this premium interior, you also have your High Country stitched seats that are heated, ventilated, and perforated, and has the prettiest trim. There's just little accents all over this SUV that someone spent a lot of time thinking about. And I'll tell you what, the driver's seat is comfy. You also get a 12-way adjustable seat, which makes this even more comfortable, and it includes lumbar support. Let's look up here for a minute. We have a camera in our rear view mirror. We can also lay the third row seats flat and bring them back up from here. This trim level also has a beautiful pano roof. In the second row of Suburban, as you would expect, I have plenty of legroom. These seats are also on rails, so I can move them way up and way back, depending on which row I need to give more room to. In this movable console area, passengers in the back can control their temperature. There's USB-C charging ports and HDMI ports, which can control these screens. These for 2025 will come standard with YouTube, YouTube Kids, and Hulu. You also can watch your trip. So kind of like when you're on the airplane, you see like the plane going across the map. So the kids can say, are we there yet? And they can kind of see your progress if you have the GPS on, which I think is so fun, and it really includes them in the road trip. In addition to the 2 cup holders in the console, we also have an additional cup or bottle holder in the door and extra storage. I'm gonna call this the after-school snack tray because that's exactly what it would be. One of the reasons people drive a Suburban is because it's huge. They're hauling a lot of people and or a lot of cargo. So let's talk about those people. In High Country, it comes standard with buckets, but you can get an optional bench. There's a couple different ways to get into the third row. One, this is such a large vehicle, it is very easy to walk right through the middle there. The other way, you can move this seat way up if there is a car seat installed, which still gives you a little bit of room to come through here. And my favorite way, let me put this back so you can really see. My favorite way, if you pull this and grab this handle, this gets completely out of your way to make it so easy to get into the third row. In the third row, as you would expect in a vehicle of this size, I have plenty of legroom. People in the third row get their own amenities. You get a cup holder, another little storage container, which is more snacks. You can also charge your device. There's a USB-C charging port on both sides. And these seats are still premium. Also notice, the third row seat is usually super narrow and you can't really sit there. Honestly, if I were on a girls' weekend and there were 3 of us ladies in the back seat, we would all ride comfortably in the back of Suburban. So if you're putting car seats in the Suburban, you can use lower latches on the bucket seats in the second row, and in the third row, you can utilize your top tethers. Let's talk about cargo space. We already know you can fit 7 passengers in Suburban. Well, what about their stuff? I am most excited about the fact that for 2025, it has a proximity sensor. No more kicking and jumping around and looking crazy at the grocery store. Because the car can tell you have the fob on you, it will beep a couple times and then it will open. Here's your top tethers that I mentioned for the third row. And in the back, you can see that you can fit a ton of stuff. I actually brought some suitcases to show you. Okay, these are 2 large suitcases. They are like I'm going to Europe and I'm packing all my stuff. You could get 4 of these bad boys back here. Let's assume you have 3 passengers in the back. You have 7 passengers total. You have all of their luggage. And just to signify, I only have 2 suitcases, but I have plenty of room. So this is a cavernous cargo area, as it should be, because it is a people hauler. And when you've got people, you've got to have their stuff. Let's talk about towing. The 2025 Suburban will still continue to tow 8,200 pounds, but there is a handful of new tech features that are going to make towing so much easier. No more fights at the boat ramp. You'll have a trailer app on your screen, and it's going to help with things like adding in your trailer and your spec information. You're going to get a checklist of what you need to do so that when you finally launch that boat in the water, hopefully you do it with precision and ease. And new for 2025, we have these beautiful animated LED lights. A few more premium upgrades for the 2025 Suburban High Country. You have access to 20 different wheels, and these are 24s, which are so substantial, and I really love the styling there. You also have your power running boards and your power mirrors, and notice this. There's more illumination that comes out of these lights, and it's a little bit hard to tell, but there's more lights on your running boards. For more fun and family car reviews, follow Real Mom Car Tours.